I don't know if you know this, but Valentine's Day is imminent. I don't care what time of year you're watching this video. It's never too early to prepare a romantic gift. And when I was brainstorming ideas of gifts for my lover, I thought of the perfect idea. Matching applique set. I want to make matching articles of clothing that have cute little patches all over them filled with our favorite things. So that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to upcycle some thrifted pieces, make some custom patches, and throw it all together in a beautiful romantic soup. And before you're like, I don't have a Valentine. Well, what if you have a Palentine that you need to put a cute little gift together for just because you're thankful for the friendship? Maybe you're your Valentine and you're like, you know what? I do deserve a cardigan with all my favorite things all over it. You ever think about that? Anyways, we need to thrift some articles of clothing. We need to thrift some fabric to make said patches out of. So if that sounds fun, stick around. Also, hi, I'm Kathleen. We go thrifting a lot on this channel and do creative stuff. All right, to the thrift store. You're sitting on top of the softest pile of sweaters I've ever seen. I feel like I just had a Pavlovian response. I was looking down the racks and I saw this, and immediately I was like, I want that. Why do I want that? It's from Abercrombie, and I was a designer at Abercrombie when these came out, and I remember wanting one so bad. The sick desire still lives within me. Whoa, fuzzy. Okay, we're in the pants, stretchy pants section, and I'm wearing the pants that I need to use as size reference. If we find any good contenders, I'm just gonna hold them up to myself, I guess. Have I even said yet what I'm thrifting for? I'm looking for stretchy pants for Gus. That's my lover. And a cardigan for me, but I think I already have a cardigan at home. So we're really just looking for stretchy pants for him. Okay? I thought that was a man. Okay, back to it. Can you move a little bit? I need to check these. No? Okay. Okay, I found a pair or two that might work, but we still need to find more fabric for the actual appliques, and I actually need to learn better how to make appliques, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Oh, that was aggressive and a little bit much. And you know what else is a little bit much sometimes? Learning a new creative skill. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. For example, like making applique patches. Thankfully, that's where the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy, comes to the rescue. Thank you, Craftsy. If you're not familiar, Craftsy is your online resource for all things creative. So this week we're working on making custom applique for our clothing, custom patches, and Craftsy has tons of resources on this very topic. From hand applique made easy for those of us using a needle and thread, and free motion machine embroidery for those of us using sewing machines. I mentioned recently that I learned how to crochet on Craftsy, and one of the things I love most is that there are usually multiple classes or resources on the same topic, so you can pick and choose what works best for your learning style. So if you'd like to try out Craftsy yourself, the first 1,000 of you to click the link down below in my description box or scan the QR code will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for $1.49. I know, valid for new members only. If you end up signing up, let me know what you learn. And thank you so much to Craftsy for the love and support on this channel. Okay, back to the video. Are you okay? That was weird. Anyways, it's the next day, we're at the thrift store. A different one. Now that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, not the digital camo. This. That's nice. I went a little overboard. Hello, people. I dare say we have a color palette. So I wanted to get neutrals, a warm, a cool, and then a pattern. I feel like that's kind of a really nice baseline for a color palette. And by neutrals, I mean a light and a dark. So in this case, I got a black pillowcase. The nice thing about pillowcases is that you actually get double this amount of fabric since it's hollow inside. For my light neutral, I got this creamy, lightly striped sheet. Can you see those stripes? It's so textural, so tonal. For my warm, I got this dusty pastel orange, almost like a very, very light terracotta sheet. And then this cornflower blue. It's so soft. I think these two together will be amazing. Plus the pattern that I got this olive flannel with a little bit of red and a little bit of cream. These three together, it's gonna be so soft and sweet. I love it. So we'll make all the patches out of this. I also got a pair of red tights for Valentine's Day. What is cuter than red tights? I need to wash these, and while they're washing, we can sketch out our appliques. As far as these patches, I really wanted them to be like a few of my favorite things themed. So for his pants, a few of his favorite things. For my shirt, vest, cardigan, what am I patching? I don't think we've decided yet. It'll be a few of my favorite things. So I've been brainstorming. For Gus, I'm thinking rollerblade, turtle, maybe something one piece related, like the straw hat pirate flag, perhaps. For me, I'm thinking soft pretzel, maybe a bow, a ribbon of some sort, a cat or a bat. I did my sketches, my fabric's in the dryer. Now I'm just kind of waiting. So to be smart and to be preemptive, I guess I should fill up my bobbins. In preparation for this video, I did get a quilting foot, like a free motion walking foot for my sewing machine, so that it would be easier to applique in a more organic way where you could just, you know. Do you know? And I just put that on. Seems like it works. Wouldn't that be funny if it broke? That foreshadowing. Oh. We got the goods. Are you ready for a descent into madness? Here's the deal. I'm home alone for this weekend. So I need to get this done this weekend. Because if I don't, Gus is going to come home and he's going to see his secret pants, and we can't have him seeing his secret pants. It's Saturday night. We have Sunday. Not sure why I'm starting on this so late on Saturday, but you know what they say. I don't always make the best decisions. That's what they say. Here's my goal. Here's how we're going to break this down to make it possible. Tonight, I'm going to make all the patches. I'm going to try to make all the patches. No, I'm going to make them all. She says. I'm gonna stay up as late as it takes. Tomorrow, I'll sew down all the patches so that we can keep things assembly line. Do all the cutting at once, do all the sewing at once. I think I can do that. This is only as difficult as I want to make it. And that's a good thing to remind yourself when you're like feeling overwhelmed by a personal project and kind of perfectionist-y about it. You can change the brief at any time. You can change the deliverables at any time to fit what's realistic. However, I'm not gonna be realistic tonight. I'm gonna make all these freaking patches, okay? And it's gonna be done in 3 phases. We're gonna get as much done as we can, and then I'm gonna make dinner. And then we're gonna get as much done as we can, and then I'm gonna get ready for bed. And then we're gonna do as much as we can until I physically can't anymore, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. We'll see where we get. I mentioned last week that my office is like in boxes right now, and that makes it really difficult to find any of my crafting supplies, so I don't know where my rotary cutter is. Is that gonna drive me insane? It could. It could. Never used one of these. Moon 2. Not as good as Moon 1. I'm gonna be making all my patches on this neutral muslin fabric. So gluing them down layer by layer, literally like a collage. And then we'll cut it all out together, and then we'll sew that on to the shirt. So it's all one piece with a common backing. I think I first saw this technique from Brittany over at Risk Thrift. If you don't know Risk Thrift and you like applique, you gotta. One dirty little secret is you can literally just glue it like with a glue stick to this fabric. I do have tacky spray, which works just as well, but I don't want to go outside, so I'm just gonna use a glue stick. Glue. I also can't find my iron, which is concerning. Cool. This is Mount Fuji, by the way. Did I already say that? Have you just been looking at this like, what the frick is that? You'll see, you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. I was bawling my eyes out. I was crying on South Street. I had just come out. Broke my boyfriend's heart. I 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 was crying on South Street. I was bawling my eyes out. Do you want to go for a walk? I mean, I'm going to go outside. You can come with me if you want. Wow, tough crowd. Just for a little change of scenery, I want to try and sew a patch down. Just to make sure that this foot even works. They're actually from Aerie. He tried them on, they looked great. Can you try on these articles of clothing, but keep your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Do a little right step, left step.
Oh,
Okay.
am I allowed to touch them?
Yeah. Thank you.
That was fun.
I'm glad they fit. I'm gonna do this on like the back calf, just in case. What if? And I'm literally just gonna use glue to tack it down. Voila. And a cheeky little zigzag stitch. Okay, let's see. I think it looks pretty darn cute, and it's not puckery. It's nice and smooth. Yes! With that, I think we've reached the end of phase 1, which means it's time to eat a celebratory dinner. And then we'll be back for more patch making. Okay. I'm gonna make a recipe that I've made before on this channel. We're making the TikTok feta pasta. This one. And usually it takes a while because you have to bake it in the oven for like 40 minutes. Did you know you can just make it in the air fryer in like 10? The more you know. Oh my gosh. Water. Oil. Pepper. That's the good stuff. Flop. Okay. Oops. Yum. I guess I didn't show you how my food turned out. Hold on. So beige. Should I have a side of perhaps a vegetable? Or perhaps a fruit if I'm feeling daring? Yeah, but guess what? I'm home alone, and it's lucky that I even made a food instead of being feral and eating 3 tortillas and drinking directly out of a jar of applesauce. Anyways, what should we watch? That was delicious. What can't she do? Speaking of food, I think it's soft pretzel time. And it's a bit of a conundrum because what color should our soft pretzel be? I think a flannel pretzel would be really cute. All right, soft pretzel here. I'll cut out the little holes when I actually cut it off of this fabric. Pokeball. One piece, hand-drawn Luffy. This. It's hard to see on here, but when we actually sew it down, it'll have black or blue thread to be easier. And what should we make next? All right, let's do a heart and a turtle, and then we'll see how we're feeling. Speaking of turtles, I was talking to my friend today, and we're both watching Singles Inferno on Netflix. In that show, they talk about face shapes, where depending on your facial features and like the proportions and sizes, you get designated an animal. Like, oh, you have a puppy face, you have a fox face, you have a dinosaur's face, you have a turtle face. So my friend did it, and she said that she got a turtle face and was upset about it. So it made me curious, like what is my face? I'm scared actually. So should we do it right now? What time is it? Yeah, we should do it right now. From the start, I'm gonna guess a hamster, bird, I don't know. My eye shape, it's rounder. What is the shape of your chin? Rounder or sharper? Yeah, we're gonna say rounder. All right, I got ABAA, dog or deer or bunny. All right, let's look at those 3. So maybe not a puppy. Slim face, slender neck. Neither of those things. All right, maybe I'm a bunny. Bunny smile, small nose, small pouty lips. I'm not an animal. Well, it turns out I'm none of these. I'm not a deer or a bunny or a dog. I am but a clown. What was I doing? It's a turtle, it's a little turtle. I'm losing my mind, I have to go to sleep. Remember how I said I was gonna do as many as I could and then eat dinner, and then do as many as I could and then go get ready for bed, and then do as many as I could until I simply couldn't stay awake any longer? I'm at that point now. It's more like I know whatever I make from this point on is gonna be garbo. And it's okay, I can just go to sleep. It's gonna be okay. I told you I was gonna be descend into madness, and I already got mad that my face didn't look like an animal. So I think we're there. Also, if your face looks like an animal, let me know. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye. Walking around my house like this. I just got up here to change my shirt and I'm like, why do I feel so weird? I feel like I can't see. This is what happens when I stay home alone for a couple days. Things get a little weird. Feeling very Mr. Rogers because I'm gonna change my sweater to another sweater. Day 2, let's go. Good morning, people. Last night, I didn't clean up my workspace at all, and I knew, I'm like, future Kathleen's gonna walk down those stairs and be confronted with this, and she's not gonna appreciate it. That's exactly what happened. Right now, not appreciating the chaos. As we tend to say in this household, the system is jacked. The system's jacked. Abracadabra. You like Lady Gaga? I want to cut out all of these patches, sew them down to the pants, and then see how we're looking, see what kind of holes we have to fill, and then make a couple more if needed. I love how this guy turned out. Since the original design has a very hand-drawn look, I thought that the scribbliness of the thread really just fit well. And speaking of scribbliness, I also tried a bit of a scribble fill on Mount Fuji, and we got a little moon. Got some filler patches going on. We got some hearts, we got some stars, we got some flannel stars. And while I'm laying these out, I wanted to fill you in on a current conundrum, a current gamer conundrum to all my gamers out there. So I love farming sims. It's my favorite game category, and it always has been since I was a wee lass. Fields of Mystria was, and is, I guess, my obsession, my current love. It's like Stardew Valley, but fantasy and much cuter. But it's in early release or early access, and they continue to release these updates, but every time they release an update, I play through all the new content, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta wait till the new update. I'm currently in one of these lulls. So that leaves me to trawl around Steam looking for cool farming sims that I've never heard of, which is a difficult feat. So I come requesting recommendations. I want to put a star up here, but will it become a crotch star is the question. I just downloaded Wildflowers, I think is the name of it. It came highly recommended on Reddit. I'd never even heard of it. And so far I played the demo and it was fun, but it looks like Merge Mansion. The art style could not be further from what I like. So let me know if you got any recommendations or if you're in the same conundrum that I am, waiting for Fields of Mystria updates. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Looking so cute so far. I mean, not so far. This is it. Am I missing some? I feel like I'm missing one. I totally forgot to make skates. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point. Time to make skates. Can you even? Why am I wearing them? Hold on. Everything's okay. I added the skates. There's one. So cute. With a little ribbon connecting it to the other one. So I think that's it for the pants. Should we speed round my sweater? All right, so since the goal of this craft is to make a matching patched set for your Valentine and yourself, since we're making pants for Gus, I think I'm gonna make a sweater for myself, or a top of some sort. And I was thinking I could thrift something new, but I have so many sweaters, and I have one in particular that I never wear, and I'll tell you why. I have this beautiful vintage cashmere cardigan. I know, but guess what? I never ever wear it because I have this other creamy cardigan that has this little floral motif on it, and I prefer the little graphic element. So in an effort to wear this more, we're gonna apply our patches to it. I am a little nervous because this is so beautiful. So let's make it a little more me, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. She's patched up. Oh, how does that even look? I can't see it. Isn't that a little armpit heart cute? Pretzel. I kind of want to go in maybe with some white thread on top and make some salt. You know what I mean? Or what if I used beads? I won't, but what if I did? I'm glad that I didn't go with crazy bright colors for this because I feel like the sweater is so kind of classy and soft, but I wanted to keep the patches pretty soft as well. Should I try on the pants as well to see how this will look as a matching set? It won't be worn as a matching set. Hopefully he'll wear his and I'll wear mine at the same time. But let's just go for it. Let's just see. Actually, I will be borrowing these. This is not the cutest little loungy set you've ever seen. Hold on, let me pan down. We got Fuji. We got the straw hat, hand-drawn skull, some stars, skates in the back connected by a ribbon. I wasn't sure how this ribbon was gonna look, like if it was gonna look like I was kind of going up my butt. But I think it's cool. Our little flannel Pokeball. Wow, if he doesn't love these, I'm gonna freak. He'll love them. Speaking of that, guys, this video is going to come out 4 days before Valentine's Day. And don't tell him. No one can tell him, okay? And if you see him in the comments down below, don't tell him to get out of here. Scram! In my trend prediction video for 2025, I talked about wanting to Frankenstein my entire closet, aka adding little bits and pieces of my own personality to the pieces that I already have, whether that's adding patches, tailoring them, changing buttons. And this was a great first foray into that. I love this little cashmere vintage cardigan now. I'm kind of tempted to stitch some like spirally patterns into this, not even with an applique, but just with the quilting foot, like just with thread. I feel like that might add some cool texture, but as is, it's so cute. So if you have any plans to Frankenstein your own items, let me know down below. If you want to learn more about making these types of appliques, you can check out Craftsy, check out Risk Thrift, and hopefully we can do some more of this in the future. It really does look like the ribbon's kind of going up the butt. If you liked hanging out with me this week and you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to click the button down below to do so and maybe give it a thumbs up as well. It lets YouTube know that, hey, this is a good corner of the internet to be in. And you can keep up with me during the week between uploads on Instagram at Kathleen Illustrated. Okay, I'll be back next week. Until then, stay stinky in a good way. I love you and goodbye. Wait, hold on. Kashi's over here. You want to say goodbye? Bye.